smile from cheek to cheek. If feeling fancy, that's where I'm gonna be. 'Cause now I'm shining, I'm hiding. I got a good thing on me. No, I can't hide it. And there's nothing in my sleep. I got all the magic in me. It ain't never gonna leave, ain't never gonna leave, no. I got all the magic in me. It ain't never gonna leave, ain't never gonna leave, no. Anything can happen, anything can happen, anything can happen, yeah, anything, yeah, anything, yeah, anything can happen, anything.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. I am, for those of you who don't know me, I am Senior Sales Director Jerry Lina Rocho, but I like to say I'm the ever joyful, energetic, running on faith, intelligent Jerry Lina Rocho from Southwest Florida. And we are so excited to have you joining us here this evening. And thank you so very much for your time. We know time is your most valuable asset, and we're so grateful that you would give us just 30 minutes of your time this evening to have a little fun with us. So we want to know where you are watching us from. So please type in the comments who invited you and where you are in this beautiful country of ours, wherever you may be across the country. We're excited to hear from you in the comments. Now, I'm going to set the agenda for us, and then we're just going to get right into it. So first, you're going to hear a little bit about company information, because we want to know what kind of company you may be supporting right now, either by supporting your consultant as a customer, supporting her as a team member, or maybe this is your first introduction to Mary Kay and you've never tried any of the products or heard of us before. So we want to make sure you understand what kind of company you are supporting by watching this event for your consultant. Then you're going to hear a little bit of product information, some of our favorite products of the week. And then you're going to hear a story of inspiration and hope from our fabulous guest speaker. But remember, go ahead. If you're just joining us, go ahead and type in the comments who invited you and where you're watching us from. And we're going to get started with some company information.
We believe passionately in entrepreneurial fire, in giving everyone, everywhere, the chance to do their best and feel even better. We believe in you. We're here to empower every beautiful dimension of you. And at Mary Kay, we know we've all got a few things in common. We're all worthy of a community that understands us. We all deserve flexibility, and we should get to run our day instead of it running us. So maybe that's what brought you here to get to know us. Mary Kay has been a groundbreaking, trailblazing company for more than 60 years, and we follow in the footsteps of the original beauty influencer. Like many women in the 60s, Mary Kay Ash was not treated fairly in the workplace, so she made a change and founded a company that gives everyone the opportunity they deserve. Today, Mary Kay continues to be family-owned and continues empowering others in more than 35 countries. We are a company driven by the idea that you can do what you love, be who you want, and earn extra income on your terms. Our idea is powerful in its simplicity. First, Mary Kay creates hundreds of products that people crave. And yes, we win industry awards. Conduct 500,000 tests a year for safety, quality, and performance. Hold more than 1,600 global patents. And products are made in our own global manufacturing and research facility. Because what gets us really excited is how much people love our products. Because your confidence is our obsession. Next, we keep the business model beautifully simple too. Independent beauty consultants are 100% independent business owners. They buy directly from Mary Kay, then sell directly to customers to earn money. That's it. No wholesalers, no middlemen, no one holding them back, period. They enjoy the flexibility to work a Mary Kay business a lot or a little at parties, online, and on social, all while learning life skills from others and getting digital tools to help along the way. And if they're ready to lead a team of their own, they can drive the business as far as they want. Beauty consultants have one of the highest profit potentials on product sales in the world. Plus, at Mary Kay, they're always celebrated. Small wins are recognized, and big accomplishments are richly rewarded by a community of entrepreneurs and corporate employees around the world. Working together, we've also built a long history of giving. Mary Kay and its 4 company-sponsored foundations has given more than $200 million in monetary and product donations since we began tracking our philanthropic efforts. We support life-saving research and survivor empowerment with more than $24 million awarded to cancer research innovation from the Mary Kay Ash Foundation. And we strive to protect the environment by planting more than 1 million trees, powering our global headquarters and manufacturing with 100% renewable energy, and achieving zero landfill site status in our global manufacturing facility. We are a brand with a purpose, and we hope you see the amazing potential we see for a bright future together. This is where you can come to thrive. This is where you can unleash your confidence. This is Mary Kay, empowering women entrepreneurs since 1963. Then, now, always.
Then, now, and always. I just love that commercial that Mary Kay has put together for us. So I want you to tell us in the chat what you learned that you didn't know, because there's a lot of stuff in that one 30-second commercial. But I am Alicia Dickerson. I am here in Estero. I've been building my Mary Kay business for 4 years now, and my favorite product of the week is the primer. Foundation primer. It has SPF of 15. It's gel-like. It glides on smoothly. It's lightweight. I just have to show you on the back of my hand because it's amazing. You are going to love it. You put it on and you can just put it on and go, or you can put your makeup on top. So it's to help your makeup stay on longer and last all day. And it is going to be amazing. You can find it with your consultant for just $20. Come on now, you can do that. So find your great foundation primer with your Mary Kay consultant. Don't forget to tell us in the chat who invited you here today to introduce you to us, because you want to know who we are. So thank you for joining us. And I'm going to pass over to my new friend, and she's going to tell you what her favorite product of the week is.
Hey, oh my gosh, thanks, Alicia. Wow, you guys, I'm Shelley Daniels, Sales Director, joining you from Charlotte, North Carolina tonight. So welcome, and I have to tell you my favorite product of the week, because yes, I have a lot more products than just one, and it's hard to pick, is our HA plus ceramide booster. So it's in addition to your everyday skincare. You guys, all right, what happens in the winter when your skin gets dry and you need extra moisturizer? You call your Mary Kay consultant and ask for the HA plus ceramide booster. This is how it works. All right, it deep penetrates into our multiple layers of skin with the hyaluronic acid. Wow, to really hydrate. But here's the key. The ceramides, depending on the article you read, make up 30 to 50% of our skin barrier. And yes, over the age of 12, that barrier does go away and weaken. So our Clinical Solutions booster actually repairs that surface barrier. So it's keeping all the good nutrients from your skincare regime in your skin. So it's locking it in and deep moisturizing at the same time. And here's a fun fact. You guys, I'm a combination to oily girl, and I love this extra moisturization. I don't know what I would do without it. But did you know that oily skin can actually be dehydrated? Yep, well, it can. So even if you do have oily skin, this is a product you want to get from your consultant immediately. So thanks, you guys, for having me tonight with you.
Thank you for joining us. I'm so excited to have you. Oh my gosh. I love that you get to meet our girlfriends from all over the country by watching this event. So don't miss a single Wednesday night. We have somebody new every week. And my favorite product right now, because I just noticed the difference in my skin from using it, is our where I'm using the boosters just like Shelley just talked about. So Clinical Solutions PHA plus AHA resurfacer. And mine has green print on it, and the green print shows you that you're going to be growing new skin cells. It's going to resurface your skin. And if you don't know what PHA and AHA stands for, let me tell you. It's polyhydroxy acid and alpha hydroxy acid. So accelerate surface skin renewal. Remember, green, it's going to be growing new. Accelerate surface skin renewal and gently dissolve dead skin cells with a powerful boost of large and small hydroxy acids plus skin replenishing glycerin for beautifully smooth, radiant skin. So the glycerin is a widely used humectant due to its ability to attract water to itself and help boost moisture levels on the top layers of skin. So even though you are breaking the bonds of those dead skin cells that dull the look of your skin, you're going to break those bonds. You're going to remove all the dead skin cells. Then you will have renewal. That glycerin is going to hydrate the new skin cells that are coming up. You only use this 2 to 3 times per week in the evenings only. And it's a dropper bottle. So you're just going to drop, it says 6 to 8 drops onto your skin. You don't want this dropper to touch your skin because it'll contaminate the product inside. You just drop it onto your hand. Some people drop it right on their face. I just drop it in my hand, put it on my hand, and I rub it all around. Okay. So it says 6 to 8 drops. You may use less. It's totally up to you, whatever your personal preference is. But you want to make sure you can apply it evenly to your face and your throat area, avoiding the eye area. You may notice a slight sensation because it's a resurfacer. It is basically exfoliating. So you would not use this on the same night that you've used one of our exfoliating products like microdermabrasion, the charcoal mask, or the facial peel. This would be on a night you would not use any of those products. And the AHA that's in here, the alpha hydroxy acid that's in here, may increase your skin's sensitivity to the sun. So you want to make sure that you're using a broad spectrum SPF sunscreen with it as well. And you can use this with the product that Shelley just talked about. You can use it with the hydrator. So you apply this first, and then so you're going to cleanse and tone. And then you would use this. If you use a toner, you may not, because our cleansers, some of our cleansers have a toner in it. Then you're going to apply this. Then you can apply the hydrator booster that Shelley just talked about, and then the rest of your nightly routine. But this is only used 2 to 3 times a week. But I'm telling you, my foundation goes on way more smoothly when I use this product, and I absolutely love it. So check it out. Call your consultant, put it in the chat, put little shopping bags in the chat if you found something that you want to purchase tonight so that your consultant knows that she should follow up with you. Okay. So I get the honor and privilege of introducing our guest speaker this evening, Sales Director Shelley Daniels. So before making Mary Kay her full-time career 19 years ago, Shelley was in healthcare marketing. While working a full-time corporate job, she promoted herself to the position of Mary Kay Independent Sales Director. Shelley has earned 3 gold medals and numerous silver and bronze medals for team building. And for those of you who are new to us, that just is the number of people she's personally recruited and added to her team in a single month. So gold medal is 5, silver medal is 4, and then bronze medal is 3. She has been a star consultant for 88 quarters. That's a quarterly goal that we strive to achieve. There's no quotas in Mary Kay. It's just something that we want to earn because then we get prizes. It's super fun. And she has achieved the Circle of Honor star status, which gives her a diamond ladder similar to the one I'm wearing. So I don't know if it's on her jacket. I'm sorry, Shelley, I didn't notice before I started reading these. She has been on the National Queen's Court of Personal Sales 6 times, meaning she has sold over $40,000 in 1 year personally, and she's on target for her 7th time this year. Shelley's favorite Cinderella gift from Mary Kay is her 5-carat blue topaz diamond encircled ring. Her favorite Mary Kay moment was picking up her free Mary Kay car at the dealership and driving away with all costs paid for by Mary Kay Inc., plus 85% of her car insurance also paid for by our company. She calls Charlotte, North Carolina, her home with her fiance, Gary, who she was introduced to on a blind date by one of her customers. Oh my gosh. How fun is our business? Shelley says her greatest joy in Mary Kay are the priceless friendships she has made and the ability to help women realize their full God-given potential and making their dreams come true. So those are Shelley's accolades, but I want to tell you a little bit about my friend Shelley. We are in a Bible study together, and that's how I've gotten to know her. And she is so giving. She is so open to learning. She's so helpful, and she just really likes to help people feel welcomed. She's got a warm, beautiful smile that I'm sure you saw the moment she came on the screen. But I'm so blessed to have you as a friend, Shelley, and thank you so much for your time this evening.
Jerry Lynn, thank you so much, and Alicia as well for inviting me. This is truly an honor to be able to just visit and chat with you. So, okay, guys, my Mary Kay exposure started Christmas morning years ago when I was in high school. We came down the stairs, went to the the Christmas tree, and under it were the most beautifully wrapped gifts. And mom's the one who always did the gift giving in our house. So we're like, okay, where did these come from? My dad brought home from one of his clients, beautifully wrapped. I will never forget the pink point silk poinsettias that were in the packaging to give us this amazing gift of Mary Kay body care. And it was called Exquisite, if anybody remembers that, right? Okay, so there you go. Under the Christmas tree. That's where Mary Kay found me, or I found it. And of course, the consultant followed up with us, and my mom and my two sisters and I had an amazing facial. And oh, thank goodness we did, because you guys, get ready to gasp. I desperately had needed some good skincare. I was using rubbing alcohol because I was broken out, and Noxzema. And yes, you can gasp in dismay that that's what I was using for my skincare. So Mary Kay found me and saved my skin and cleared it up. I became a Mary Kay beauty consultant in college because I went home to find a summer job, make my college entrance fee. And guess what? The adults all had them. It was an economic downturn at that point. So I needed a new Mary Kay lady. I don't know what happened to that one. And I was at a street fair. I walked up to a Mary Kay table, yes, in little rural New Hampshire, and said I needed my blue toner number 2. So there we go. The next day, I was invited to this phenomenal event. It was about half an hour, 45 minutes away, which in New England, it seemed like that was a day's journey, which is silly, but it is what it is. So I walk into this grand ballroom with a gal that I barely knew, and all these women were sparkling in diamonds. And let me tell you, that caught my eye. So next day, I became a beauty consultant and really didn't do a ton with it, even though I lived in an all-girls dormitory during college. You know, I could have done way more, but thankfully we have so much flexibility in our business and what we do with it and the choices that we make. So fast forward, I graduate with 2 business degrees, and I stick my little snot nose in the air because I wanted a real corporate job. I saw myself in a suit and a briefcase, and off I went. And at that point, I didn't see Mary Kay as a real career. And boy, what I know now, I wish I knew then. Anybody relate to that? So fast forward years, you know what? I became a beauty ambassador for Mary Kay. It's called personal use. My 2 business degrees kicked in and said, hey, guess what? Buying the products you love at half off is far smarter than full price. So I stayed a consultant for many, many years, getting the product for myself. You know what? As I became promoted and became director of marketing for the company I was working for, they literally moved me, best move I've ever made, because they literally came and packed my house up. That was kind of cool. They moved me here to Charlotte, North Carolina, where I promptly met my neighbor. And she said, Shelley, you'd be great at Mary Kay. As we got to know each other, and what a great connection we had. We connected even faster because our common knowledge and experience with Mary Kay. And I said, oh, great, because I'm already a consultant. So while I was working very full-time in Charlotte, North Carolina, I didn't know anybody here because remember, my company moved me here. That's when I was like, let's try this Mary Kay thing. Let's see what could happen, when I knew 0 people, you guys, no one. I was commuting 3 hours a day, half an hour there. An hour and a half there, hour and a half home. And that was on a really good traffic day. I was on call on the weekends. Yes, I'm dating myself. I wore a pager. And I'd have to drive in on the weekends. So that is when I was like, yeah, my plate's a little full, right? Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you. At that time, I was actually married. I moved to Charlotte. Yes, my company moved me, but I moved here because my ex-husband was moved to this area. Now, keep in mind, so I started Mary Kay when I was in college, single, all the things, building my corporate career has always been there for me while I was married. And I don't know if anybody can relate to me, but you know, I had that beautiful wedding. I walked down the aisle and I kissed what I thought was my prince, but you know what? That kiss, he turned into a frog. Just kidding. So while I was here in Charlotte, I did go through a divorce, and Mary Kay was there for me in the background, right? Oh yeah, during that divorce is when my corporate position was eliminated. Oh my gosh, right? Totally eliminated. So going through life change personally and career change, And I will share this with you. Before I found out my corporate position was eliminated, 2 weeks before, I had a conversation and I said, you know, God, I love my life. I like my job because I had a really great boss at the time. I love my Mary Kay. And I had promoted myself working all those hours to a sales director, which is the top 1-2% of our company. We get to be mentors and leaders. So forget the term. Okay, right? That's just a Mary Kay term. I did that while I was working that very full-time job. And I had that moment and I said, okay, life's good. Life's pretty great. What would you have me do? 2 weeks later, my position was eliminated. It was just a very political decision within the company, shaking things up, right? So since then, I have been full-time Mary Kay. And then the divorce happened and I kept going, because where else do you have the flexibility when you're going through a hard personal thing, issue, whatever, challenge, and the company is still there for you, right? It was amazing, you guys. And I'm hoping that you'll be able to relate to parts of my story. Okay, so fast forward. All that went, life change happened. Yay, great, whatever. It happens to all of us, right? So then, guys, healing happened. All the things happened. I continued to grow my business, earned my first career car. Do you know how cool that was? It was a very snazzy, I'm a total car chick, so bear with me, Grand Prix. It had sports seats inside of it. It was wide track, and I am going to bore some of you with that. It was sporty, and it stuck to the road, and it had a V6 engine. It was so cute and so fun. You guys, you can truly have what you want. Oh yeah, did I mention the diamond rings? Remember I told you that's what attracted me, all the diamonds? So healing took place, all the fun things. I continued to grow my business. And then Jerry Lynn already mentioned it. The absolute best thing to come from my business, my Mary Kay business, was being introduced to my now fiance. And guys, that was, like 12 years ago, right? So I got a phone call one night from a brand new customer. And she said, this is Susie Q from such and such law firm. And I'm like, oh, good Lord, what now, right? Well, she asked if she could set me up with her boss, who is Gary. And we were set up on a blind date. 12 years later, the rest is history. So what could you do with your Mary Kay business? What could it do for you and your family? Could it be that you're saving money on the products that you're going to fall in love with that saves your skin, right? Or are you going to be able to replace a corporate income? Are you going to be able to build that life that you've always dreamed of? Or maybe you haven't even taken time to dream of or dream big because of life circumstances. So I am so thrilled and thankful to be with you, to share my story. And I hope inspire you that no matter where you are in your life, what circumstances may be around you, take a serious look at Mary Kay. What do you have to lose? But you have the whole world to gain. So you guys, I am thrilled to have you with us tonight. I'm excited to have shared with you, and hopefully something touched your heart. You never know. Stick your big toe in. Join us, right? It's not very expensive. And you too can have diamonds, car keys, and the most amazing girlfriends in the world. So Alicia, I see you popping on. Thank you so much for inviting me, and Jerry Lynn as well.
Wow. Thank you, Shelley. Thank you for telling our audience that it's possible that they too can dream right along with us and have dreams that are bigger than they ever imagined. Because at one time when we were girls, and we dreamed. And then we grew up and we stopped dreaming, and just working. But Mary Kay is definitely a business that you can work and dream at the same time and grow. So we want you to tell us in the chat, what are you dreaming? What could you dream if you started your Mary Kay business today? Along with your consultant that invited you here today and your sales director, whomever comes in your starter kit. So a lot of the work is done for you. You just have to be coachable and teachable. and willing to do the work. So Jerry Lynn is going to pop on here and she's going to tell us how you can become a part of we call it the pink bubble. I sometimes say the pink army because we're marching down those streets and we're introducing women and men all over the country to this great opportunity. So take it away, Jerry.
Yes, thank you,
Yes, thank you,
Alicia. Okay,
Alicia. Okay,
your AirPods
your
back in.
AirPods back in.
I'm getting a little
I'm getting a little
feedback.
feedback.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, but in the
Okay, but
meantime,
in the
I'm going to
meantime,
bring
I'm going to
this
bring this
slide up
slide
here.
up here.
So you just heard Shelley's amazing story. You just heard everything that Mary Kay walked along with her through her life, right? You can start your own Mary Kay business in this amazing company in this amazing pink bubble for $35. I'm just going to pause and let that sink in. $35. I mean, what can you get? I went to the movies with a girlfriend the other day, and it costs more to go to the movies and get my snacks. And I don't get a lot of snacks, but it costs more but the movie ticket and the snacks cost more than starting your own business that can offer you freedom in flexibility, freedom in finances, freedom in your spiritual life. Like it can offer you so much freedom for $35. You get credit card processing and a retail website for your customers to shop on. That's what you need to get started with your Mary Kay business. And then you have 2 weeks to decide, how do you really want to work this business? So $35 dips your toe in. Then you can decide, do you want to get some samples and only work virtually and hand out samples in your busy life as you're running around? You can just hand out samples, ask people to give you their opinion. They can go home and try the products and then give you their opinion for $45. You can get a sample pack for 30 faces. Or I recommend you get the $90 startup. It's called the Pro Start. And that you get over $400 worth of full size retail product. So you can do this business hybrid virtually like this, or you can, or you could hold in-person appointments. But $90, like the three of us on the screen right now can't even buy the product that you're going to receive in that kit for the cost. I mean, that is a ridiculous amount of product for $90. So think about it. You know, there's four reasons why women start a Mary Kay business. And number one is freedom and flexibility. We just talked about that. I don't know if you heard Shelley's title when she was in corporate America, but she was the director of marketing. If you know anything about corporate America, that means she was working a lot of hours, making great money, but probably didn't have a whole lot of life outside. Yet she still managed to become a sales director, a Mary Kay sales director. And that's what I love about this business. When you make a decision to start a Mary Kay business, you don't have to stop or quit the job that you're doing. You do it alongside it until you feel confident in your business that you can leave your full-time job and replace it with your Mary Kay income. So you're not saying goodbye to anything. You're just adding a little something fun on the side. Income. Who couldn't use a little extra money these days? We're hearing that in order for you to live the lifestyle you lived in 2023 with inflation and things that are going on in our economy right now, you have to make an extra $11,000 a year to live the same lifestyle you lived last year. That is almost $1,000 a month. And you can do that with a little Mary Kay business on the side. That is selling $100 a day, 5 days a week with a Mary Kay business. You can do that. And let's face it, our products are awesome. We just showed you our favorite products, but we have a ton of products that you could do. And look at how beautiful we all look. Little plug for ourselves. Our products are amazing and they work well. And our culture is a company with heart. Okay. Now, you just saw it's $35 to get started. What do you have to lose? There are a few things that hold women back. They say they don't have time. I just told you, Shelley had a busy full-time schedule and was moving, and all these things were going on. And she still did Mary Kay anyway and became a sales director. She started in college. You're not really all that responsible or accountable when you're in college, and she did it anyway. Okay. People, where will you find your customers? We encourage you to start in your circle of influence. Okay. We encourage you to start with people you already know and love you, and they introduce you to people that they know that you may not have met yet. So you just start there. And then you might think you're not the sales type, but we don't want the sales type. We want women with big hearts who want to help other women and want to build relationships with them. And the last reason is the real reason that women don't get started, and that is simply fear. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Fear and excitement are both emotions that are governed by the unknown. It's up to you if you want to get excited about the unknown or be fearful of it. But the three of us hope that you think about Mary Kay and you think, what could I achieve if I did this business instead of what if I fail? We want you to think, what if I succeed? How can I change my family's life? How would it impact my family's life? How would it impact my future? And so we want to ask you to give us a letter grade this evening. Are you an A, B, or a C? A means absolutely, after hearing all this information, sign me up. I'm ready to take control of my future. B means, I have a few questions. So if you buy me a cup of coffee, then I want my questions answered and maybe I'll get started. Okay. And then C means, you know what? I'm so thankful I heard all this information, but I'm a pretty happy customer and I'm going to remain a customer. But now that I know all this information, I'm going to share it with a few friends of mine and send them to my consultant that might join her team. And we are grateful for our customers because we would not have successful businesses. We would not earn diamond rings if it wasn't for our customers. So we are so thankful. We all have it, right?
Yes,
So
yes,
we're
yes,
so
yes.
thankful for all of you. We're thankful for your time this evening. Shelley, thank you so much for being our
Oh,
guest. And
thank you for
Alicia,
having me.
absolutely. Alicia, I always love working with you. I'll see you next week.